Join me in the rhino home at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary in Nakasongola. Today in Uganda, notable strides have been achieved, particularly towards safeguarding the endangered white rhinos, also locally known as the Enkula. Now, the rhinos are not categorized according to their skin, rather their character. That is how they feed and how they relate. Rhinos live up to 30 years in the wild and 40 years in captivity. At Ziwa, we have over 33 white rhinos. Come with me as we dive in to see them. How important do you think this sanctuary in Uganda is to the country? Like, how important is the population of the rhinos important to our country like Uganda?
It's very vital for having this sanctuary in Uganda because over 30 years, rhinos were not in Uganda. We had rhinos before 1970s to 1980s. That's when they were heavily poached up to extinction. So the last one was seen in 1983.
And in 2005, that is when Uganda as a country re-embarked on the conservation of the rhinos. As of June 2021, Uganda actively remains engaged in the rhino conservation with a current total of 33 rhinos. All these are primarily centered around Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary and the Uganda Wildlife Center, commonly known as the Zoo. The sanctuary serves as a safe haven for the conservation of the white rhinos. Now, the Uganda Wildlife Authority has also expanded its protected territories and further engaged local communities in initiatives dedicated to the preservation of these magnificent creatures. Although they may look fierce, the white rhinos are usually quiet, docile, and become very attached to their caretakers. They respond very well to petting and pay attention as a reward of training. The one unique feature about the rhinos is their distinctive horns that are composed of keratin, and that alone is a threat. So let's ask Mr. Opio, how do they protect the rhinos at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary?
Yes, that's why we had to protect these ones. 24 hours guard on them, and it's just a breeding ground for the rhinos. When the number gets 30 to 40, then half of the number will be taken to the national park and half will remain here for breeding process to continue.
Peaceful as they are until you cross paths with them. You and I can testify that they are only munching on the grass and are absolutely harmless. But the question is, how big is the problem of poaching around here, Mr. Opio?
Almost the whole world is a lot of poaching taking place. Rhinos have become almost one of the most endangered species of animals currently. And here we have 24 hours guard on them to protect them from poachers. Otherwise, we have not got any attempt of poachers, but at any time.
Multi-phased approach to conservation strategies are habitat protection, anti-poaching measures, and community active participation.
During mating season, the males tend to be more aggressive. So this male currently is more aggressive because he wants to protect the females and for mating.
And that's how they manage to protect their territories. Now, collaborative efforts among various organizations have emerged as a robust response against poaching. The wildlife conservatists, the Wildlife Justice Commission, and the Uganda Wildlife Authority have come hand in hand to keep these animals not extinct. Thank you.